Good afternoon, everybody. It is day 56 of the lockdown check-in. So, been a whole lot of stuff going on in the news about do's and don'ts and whatever. And one of the catchphrases that keeps coming up is the new normal. I think I've used it myself. And in hindsight, that's probably wrong. I'm not happy with this new normal. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think we should accept this as our new normal, that a tiny little group of people get to decide whether we can wear open-toed shoes or whether we can buy them. It makes no sense to me. My little bit for civil disobedience today was going out in a pair of slops. Sure, I had them. I didn't have to buy them, but go figure. Yeah, and then schools came back on the 1st of June. Now that's kind of cool because it means that we're probably heading in the right direction. But how much sense does that make? What happens to, we have schools out there that don't have running water. They don't have desks. They have classrooms filled with 50 kids. How do we maintain social distancing with those children? Don't understand. It's like there's just no plan. It's like we'll just come up with stuff and wing it from there. As much as I want schools to go back, my livelihood depends on that. It makes no sense. How do we do social distancing in a disadvantaged school that has 50 kids in the class? When you're not building new schools, you're not employing more teachers or teachers' assistants at least, and the schools that we do have are being vandalized. I don't get it. I just don't get it. We've been through the surfers protesting and stuff like that. And it makes a lot of sense what these guys are saying. But to just build on that, what about fishermen? What about the guys that go fishing? What about the guys girls who go hunting? Surely that social distancing in the greatest scheme of things, you're generally out on your own, you're breathing fresh air, you're not stuck with a whole bunch of people. To me, that's social distancing. How is it that that's illegal? This whole social distancing thing, it's almost as though these rules are just for the benefit of some and not for everybody. In my trip this morning, parked next to a taxi at a robot, and it was full. It was full. And I look at that, there's people sitting on those seats, those bench seats, shoulder to shoulder. Because what's the alternative? They have to use transport. They have to get from point A to point B. The driver is filling up his taxi because why should he run his business at a loss? Why should he only have 4 people in his vehicle, or 6 people, or whatever it is, and still not be able to feed his family? It makes no sense, and people are not going to do it, which we're clearly seeing. We're seeing guys from Khayelitsha just saying, no, I'm not doing that anymore. When is it? So I think my big question is, where to from here? What do we do? So what happens if everybody decides we're not doing this anymore? There's no sort of plan. There's no end in sight. And I think that's the frustrating part, is that if the rules were given logical backgrounds to them, and there was an end date in sight, people would get behind it and they'd say, yeah, okay, let's stick it out for another week or 2 weeks or whatever the case may be. But it's this whole unending process that we've got to do every single day. And more people are saying, no, I'm not doing that anymore. And I'm finding that the more people who are saying, I'm not doing that anymore, are more people whose income is now dwindling or coming to an end. Because now it's getting real. And I think we need to decide where to from here. I don't have the answer, but yeah, maybe some of you do. Yeah, guys, I've waffled for a bit. I will check in again with you tomorrow. Yeah, hang in there, reach out if you need to, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Cheers, bye.